us so that we can get a slightly better view. Kindly decided to move off for us so that we can get a slightly better view. The reason for that is it could be muffled by the vehicle's engine. One of the smaller ones. Not beginning to beg and not beginning to beg and not very willingly. She's rolled over but hasn't really presented herself in a way that it's easy for the cub to suckle, but you can see the cub is making a plan using its paws to try and position the nipples accordingly, and there we go. It seems like it got what it's looking for. No, not quite. Or is it just getting comfortable now? Isn't it wonderful to see how the spots of the cub's coat blend into its mother's? And again, aren't we so lucky to be able to meet with absolutely no concern of, and it's taken many years for a lot of time and resources to allow them to feel safe around us. And the best way to do that is to not get involved in what time around them as you can. And that's what happens here every day. There are various vehicles interfering in what they do. Various vehicles interfering in what they do. It's about 60 years now. So generations and generations of hyena and leopard and lion and all the animals we see have been exposed to us in a sustainable and unobtrusive way. And it just goes to show that if human and animal relationships are managed correctly, we can actually live alongside them and enjoy everything they have to teach us and share with us. There's so much to learn about these animals that we don't necessarily know about, or that they keep surprising us about. And I hope you're enjoying spending the time with these hyena as much as we are. Again, huge apologies. It sounds like we're having a few more technical issues than normal this morning, and I believe the picture you are receiving is not the best. So apologies for that, but seeing as though you may not be able to see the pictures very well, why don't you send me through some questions and we can just chat about anything you like. So if you'd like to discuss something with us or find out something you wanted to know about anything out here, feel free to hashtag Safari Live on Twitter and tag your question onto that, or send an email through to questions@wildearth.tv. Well, thanks very much to all of you, and I believe there's a number of you that have actually gone ahead and researched porcupines mating and even found some videos of that. And I cannot wait to have a look when I get back from drive. And again, thank you so much. We really do appreciate all the little things you do and share with us. And aren't we also lucky to be involved in such a wonderful product that allows us to share thoughts and knowledge and research amongst one another, even though we are dotted all around the world in different time zones, different climates, but we're all here together essentially, which is quite remarkable. Speaking of remarkable, I wonder what Mark is up to. He said he could well head over to keep following the tracks of that leopard that, I must admit and come clean, I thought they had crossed into Sibambili, which was a property where we're not allowed to go, but I was in fact a little bit dazed and confused, and they had crossed into Arathusa. So Mark said that he could possibly head across there and continue on the tracks of that leopard. I'm thinking that we could possibly head off from the hyena den site in a few minutes, because all is sleepy and calm here, and I would like to try and find some more action. Okay, well, to Inga, Carol, Maggie, and Pam. Oh, what's going on here? What have these hyenas seen? Is there another hyena approaching? I'm guessing that's what's happening. They've certainly heard something. Ooh. Very, very interesting. Well, while we wait and watch, thanks very much to Inga, Maggie, Pam, and Carol for sending through your thoughts on what you thought the fish eagle had caught. And interestingly enough, it's believed that it was a rodent potentially of sorts, or something with a tail, a squirrel or a mongoose. And that's interesting because, as its name suggests, it's a fish eagle that eats mainly fish, but in certain areas they will also eat rodents or squirrels or mongoose, even flamingos that I've seen, so even other birds. Well, this is when I wish our senses were as good as the animals that we are watching, because even though they can hear something and are aware of something, Brian and I are sitting here scratching our heads wondering what it could be. We haven't heard anything, smelt anything, but they certainly are aware of something that's got them very intently focused in a westerly direction. I'm guessing it was audio of something that they may have heard. I'm actually going to drive up there and have a look, because I can also hear Franklin alarm calling, and we can always come back to the hyena den, but we can't always go and follow up on whatever it is that's chased off those Franklin. The hyena are looking in the exactly same direction, so come along, let's go and have a look what exactly could be going on here. Unfortunately, the hyena were alerted to the people walking around nearby, so that's a little bit frustrating. But it is what it is, and we are going to continue away from those people that are walking around so that we do not get any further disturbances from them. I would have thought that naturally they would have avoided going close to that hyena den site on foot because they know it's there, and technically anyway, let's go and see what else is out there. We did have a great sighting at the hyena den, and I guess, as annoying as it is that people are walking around there, it did provide us with a bit of excitement. So I thought it was an animal approaching, and it was, I guess. It was just a human, not something that would typically be approaching the hyena den site here.